today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Tua now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're script.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier, Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 33. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing again. McDonald. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
McDonald on the keeper.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At the 49-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
On first down, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Out of the gun, McDonald. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins nothing.
On second down, a run with Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 7.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They run forward with Breida, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On on second down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he finds McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That catch good for only a couple. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. That catch good for only a couple.
Sammy Watkins. He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Dolphins.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Jets 14. Dolphins 3.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
4 yards.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
At the 30-yard
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey twisting away. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Connection made with Chenault.
McDonald's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Laviska Chenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, It's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Ertz has it left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
At the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with McCaffrey. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately,
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.